Who really are the strongest in the world government? And who exactly holds the highest positions among them? Currently, One Piece already has 1157 chapters, and we are now in the Elbaf Arc. In this arc, the structure of the entire world government is becoming clearer. Yes guys, during the early days of One Piece, we thought that the only force or enemies of the pirates were the Marines, which of course consisted of the regular navy all the way up to their highest position, the Fleet Admiral. Later on, during chapter 142 in the Drum Island arc, it was revealed that there was an entity even higher than the Marines, and that was the world government itself. In that same chapter, we also saw a flashback of the reverie held in Mary Juwaz. Then, in chapter 233 during the Jaya arc, we finally got to see the face of the world government, the Five Elders. In that chapter, we learned that the Five Elders actually held authority even higher than the Fleet Admiral of the Marines. And then, in chapter 906 during the Reverie arc, it was revealed that there was someone even higher than the Five Elders, and that was the Supreme Ruler, Imu-sama, the one who reigns over the world and sits upon the empty throne. This is exactly what we'll be talking about in this video. We'll break down the structure or organizational chart of the world government. The timing of this topic is perfect, because in the recent chapters, as we all know, many new positions within the organization have been introduced. So if you're ready, let's get started with today's topic. Let's begin with the organizational chart of the world government from the very bottom. At the bottom we see Kong. He is said to be the world government commander-in-chief. Though the story has not yet specified the exact scope of this role, we did see during the conclusion of the Marineford War that both Garp and Sengoku submitted their resignation letters to Kong. This means that the Marines still fall under Kong's responsibilities, but technically, his role belongs to the world government branch. If you ask me, I'd say that the commander-in-chief position acts as the borderline between the Marines and the world government. Meaning, if we look at the organizational chart from the perspective of the world government, yes, the commander-in-chief is at the bottom. But if we look at the organizational chart from the Marines' point of view, this position is at the very top. Next on our list are the Cipher Agents. For those who don't know, the Cipher Agents operate under the direct orders of the world government. They conduct separate investigations and assassinations on behalf of the world government. In the story of One Piece, it was revealed that there are officially 6 branches of the Cipher Pol agents. First, we have CP5 through CP8. They are considered the weakest assassination branches of the Cipher Agents. CP5 was recently seen during the Egghead Island arc, where they were sent to the island to confront Vegapunk. The most well-known member of CP6 is Jerry, whom we saw during the Water 7 arc. Speaking of Water 7, that was also where we met Wes, a member of CP7. Meanwhile, Alpha, who looks very similar to Khalifa, appeared in Kuma's flashback and was revealed to be a member of CP8. Speaking of Khalifa, she was of course one of the members of CP9, who we all know served as the main antagonists during the Enies Lobby arc. Then we have CP0, which is said to be the highest in the hierarchy of Cipher Agents. Unlike the branches I previously mentioned, CP0 is far more skilled and powerful. We witnessed this firsthand during the Wano arc, especially with Rob Lucci and Kaku, who eventually joined CP0. Their strength clearly improved compared to when they were still members of CP9. Next on our list is the position of the Holy Knights. This is the latest role within the world government that has been revealed. Their existence was mentioned in the latter part of the Wano arc, specifically in chapter 1054, where the Fleet Admiral spoke of them to the Kazuki clan. This means the Marines themselves are well aware of the Holy Knights. What's strange, however, is that if the Holy Knights are truly as powerful as they've been shown during the ongoing Elbaf Arc, why didn't they defend Mary Joas when it was attacked by the Revolutionary Army? For me, their true role and position within the world government remain mysterious. So far, the known members of the Holy Knights in the story are Gunko, Summers and St. Gillingham. Above them in rank is the Captain, a position held by Shamrock. In other words, Shamrock acts as the leader of the Holy Knights, so it's safe to say that Shamrock is the strongest among them since he holds the title of Captain. And then, above the Captain's position, there is the Supreme Commander. So I guess, similar to the Fleet Admiral, this position also follows the same kind of hierarchy, the type where they don't usually go to the battlefield, but in terms of strength and reliability their power is still unquestionable. This position is held by St. Figarland Garling. However, because of the events in the latter part of the Egghead Island arc, where we saw Imu kill Gorosei Saturn and then promote Garling to the position of a new Gorosei, it's very likely that this position is now vacant. Speaking of the Gorosei, they are next on our list. If Garling was truly promoted from being the Supreme Commander of the Holy Knights to becoming a Gorosei, then we can also assume that the other Gorosei once came from the same rank. This would mean that these elders are indeed capable fighters. After all, if Garling himself was revealed to have fought against both the Rocks pirates and Roger pirates during the God Valley incident, and managed to survive, then it only proves that those who hold the Supreme Commander position truly possess real battle skills. And yes, we also saw firsthand how capable the Gorosei are in combat. They showed us this during the Egghead Island arc, when they fought against the combined forces of the Straw Hat Pirates and the Giants. If it weren't for Joy Boy's haki, they likely could have wiped out Luffy's group entirely. And finally, at the very top of the world government hierarchy, we have the Supreme Ruler, the King of the World. This position is currently held by Imu-sama, the one who sits upon the empty throne. In the latest Elbaf Arc, Oda has been slowly revealing to us just how powerful this ruler truly is. Imu has the ability to take over other bodies, and through these vessels, he can fight at full force. We've witnessed how terrifyingly strong the waves of his conqueror's haki are, but beyond that, he also possesses powers that go far beyond what we know of haki and devil fruits. He wields a strange form of black magic that has now been revealed. And so, if there really is a final villain in the entire One Piece series, without a doubt, it will be Imu-sama. And there you have it, the complete organizational chart of the world government. If I happen to miss something, or if you know more details about the world government, don't hesitate to drop it down in the comments so we can discuss it together. That's all for today. Peace.